Hi, I'm Amelia. Most people say I've got it all figured out. Great job at the marketing firm, a cute apartment downtown, and the perfect fiancé. Well, at least that's what I thought until last month. Ryan and I have been together for 3 years, and 6 months ago he proposed during our trip to Lake Tahoe. The wedding's set for next spring, and I've been drowning in venue tours and cake tastings ever since. You and Ryan are literally couple goals. It's almost disgusting how perfect you two are together, my best friend Sophia said last week, while helping me pick out bridesmaid dresses. Tell that to my sister who rolled her eyes when I showed her the engagement ring. Sophia put down the fabric swatch she was holding. Vanessa has always been jealous of you. Remember when you made cheerleading captain in high school, and she suddenly decided she wanted to try out too? I nodded, remembering how Vanessa had thrown a fit when she didn't make the squad. My younger sister and I look similar. Both of us got mom's brown hair and dad's green eyes. But that's where the similarities end. Growing up, everything was a competition to her. She'll probably wear white to your wedding, Sophia joked. Don't even put that out in the universe. Later that week, Ryan and I went to my parents for our regular Sunday dinner. My mom was busy in the kitchen when we arrived. Amelia, can you set the table? Vanessa is running late again. My dad looked up from his newspaper. She texted that she has some news to share. Maybe she finally got that promotion. I rolled my eyes behind his back. Even when Vanessa was late, my parents found a way to make it sound important. When I was late, I got a lecture about responsibility. Ryan, help me grab the plates? I asked. He squeezed my hand. Of course, babe. Your mom's lasagna smells amazing, by the way. Suck up, I whispered, and he winked at me. When Vanessa finally arrived, 20 minutes late, everyone acted like the queen had arrived. Sorry I'm late, she said, giving a dramatic sigh. Had to wait for some test results. My mom's face immediately shifted to concern. Test results? Are you okay, sweetie? Let's eat first, Vanessa said, giving a sad smile. I don't want to ruin dinner. Throughout the meal, Vanessa barely touched her food, which was unusual since mom's lasagna was her favorite. She kept glancing at Ryan, who was sitting across from her, with this weird look I couldn't place. As my dad served dessert, Vanessa cleared her throat. So I guess now's as good a time as any to share my news. She paused dramatically. I went to the doctor last week because I've been feeling tired and having these weird headaches. My stomach dropped as she continued. They found something. It's rare and aggressive. The doctors are saying I have about 8 months. My fork clattered against my plate as everyone froze. Ryan was the first to speak. What exactly did they find, Vanessa? She looked directly at him as a tear slid down her cheek. Cancer, and it's already spread too far for treatment. The room fell silent after Vanessa's announcement. My mom burst into tears while my dad just sat there, shell-shocked. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Cancer? Terminal? It didn't make sense. I'm so sorry, Vanessa. Ryan reached across the table and took her hand. Whatever you need, we're here for you. 3 weeks later, and Ryan had barely been home. He'd started driving Vanessa to her appointments, bringing her groceries, and even staying overnight at her place when she had particularly bad episodes. I need to be there for her, Em. She doesn't have anyone else. Ryan was packing another overnight bag while I sat on our bed. She has mom and dad wrapped around her finger. And what about her roommate? Jenna moved out last week. Said she couldn't handle the cancer environment. He zipped up his bag. Besides, your parents are too emotional. Vanessa needs someone practical. I bit my tongue. Yesterday, I'd called Vanessa to check in, and she sounded perfectly fine, laughing even, until she realized it was me. Then suddenly she could barely speak through the pain. Don't you think it's weird she won't let any of us come to her appointments? Not even Mom? Ryan slammed the drawer shut. For God's sake, Amelia. She's embarrassed. She's lost her hair. She's losing weight. She hasn't lost any hair. I saw her yesterday. She has a wig, obviously. He checked his watch. I'm late. Dr. Marcus is meeting us to discuss her new medication. After he left, I called Sophia. Something's not adding up. She's supposedly on intense chemo, but her eyebrows are perfect. And yesterday, she posted a pic having cocktails with friends. Terminal cancer patients don't usually hit happy hour, Sophia agreed. Have you met this doctor? No, supposedly some specialist named Dr. Marcus. Ryan talks about him like he's God's gift to oncology. Later that night, Ryan still wasn't home. I grabbed his iPad to order takeout and noticed a text notification from Vanessa. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. The message preview read, "Miss you already. Can't wait until we don't have to sneak around anymore." My heart stopped. With shaking hands, I opened the messages. Hundreds of them, going back months before her diagnosis. Heart emojis, late-night meetups, plans for their future. When Ryan finally came home at midnight, I was sitting in the dark living room with the iPad. How long? He jumped. Jesus, Em, what are you doing sitting in the dark? I held up the iPad. How long have you been sleeping with my sister? His face dropped. Not shock, not denial, just resignation. It's not what you think. Really? Because I think you've been cheating on me with my sister, and now you're both using this fake cancer story so you don't look like the garbage humans you are. Fake? Are you serious? Your sister is dying and you're making this about you? The argument escalated until neighbors could probably hear us. She doesn't even have cancer. Where's this magical Dr. Marcus? I want to meet him. You know what? I can't do this anymore. Ryan pulled off his engagement ring. You've always been jealous of Vanessa, even now when she's fighting for her life. 2 weeks later, a cream envelope arrived in my mailbox. Inside was a wedding invitation embossed with gold lettering. Vanessa Parker and Ryan Thompson request the pleasure of your company. The wedding date was just 2 months away. I dropped the invitation like it had burned me. My sister and ex-fiancé were getting married, and they had the nerve to invite me. I stared at the wedding invitation for what felt like hours. The audacity of them. First, my sister fakes cancer to steal my fiancé, and then they invite me to celebrate their betrayal? Something snapped inside me. I wasn't just going to sit here and cry. I grabbed my phone and scrolled through my contacts until I found Alex. We'd gone to college together, and last I heard, he was working in hospital administration at Memorial. Amelia, this is a surprise. Haven't heard from you since, well, you know. I need your help, Alex. It's about Vanessa. Your sister? The one with cancer? Man, I'm really sorry about that. That's just it. I don't think she has cancer. At all. Silence on the other end. Then, that's a pretty serious accusation. I know. That's why I need proof. She claims she's seeing some doctor named Marcus. Can you check if he even exists? I shouldn't. She stole Ryan from me, Alex. Used this fake illness to manipulate him. A long pause. Come by my office tomorrow. 2 p.m. The next day, Alex was waiting for me with a serious expression. There's no oncologist named Marcus at any of the major hospitals in the area. I checked. So she's lying. Not necessarily. Could be a private practice. I chewed my lip. Can you check if she's been admitted anywhere for treatment? Already did. He slid a piece of paper toward me. No record of Vanessa Parker receiving cancer treatment anywhere in the network. But that doesn't mean— It means something, I insisted. I need to talk to her old roommate, Jenna. Finding Jenna wasn't hard. She worked at a coffee shop downtown. Getting her to talk was another story. I can't discuss Vanessa with you. She wiped down the counter, avoiding eye contact. Please. You moved out right when she got sick, right? Jenna glanced around nervously. My shift ends at 4. Meet me at Riverside Park. At the park, Jenna finally opened up. She made me swear not to tell anyone. Said it would ruin everything if her plan got out. What plan exactly? To get Ryan. Jenna hugged herself. She's been obsessed with him for years. When you got engaged, she lost it. Started plotting ways to break you up. And the cancer was her brilliant idea? She said no one would blame Ryan for leaving you if it was to be with your dying sister. Jenna pulled out her phone. I have texts. She'd practice her sick voice before calling your parents. Once she was out partying while supposedly having chemo. The texts confirmed everything. Jenna even had photos of Vanessa removing makeup she used to make herself look pale and sick before family visits. She's collecting money too, Jenna added, for experimental treatments. Your parents, Ryan's family, they've all donated thousands. That was fraud. Criminal fraud. I spent the next week gathering everything. The texts, photos, hospital records showing no treatment, and bank statements Alex helped me access showing where the treatment money really went. Designer clothes, spa trips, and wedding expenses. The final piece came when I hired a private investigator who photographed Vanessa meeting with a makeup artist who specialized in special effects makeup for film. The same makeup she used to create fake chemo side effects. With my evidence organized, I picked up my phone and texted Vanessa. Congratulations on your engagement. I would be honored to attend your wedding. Just one question. Will there be a special toast for the bride? The day of the wedding arrived. I wore a sleek navy dress, understated enough to not draw attention. Sophia, Alex, and Jenna were all strategically seated throughout the venue. You sure you want to go through with this? Sophia whispered as we entered. More than anything I've ever wanted in my life. Ryan's mother approached me. Amelia, we didn't expect you to come. I wouldn't miss my sister's special day. How much did you contribute to her treatment fund, by the way? About $30,000 for that Swiss treatment. I took my seat as the ceremony began. When the minister reached, "Speak now or forever hold your peace," I stood up. Actually, I have something to say. Vanessa hissed. This is inappropriate! Security! Before you throw me out, everyone should see this. I nodded to Alex, who activated the projector. The wall lit up with Vanessa's text messages. I read aloud. The cancer story is working perfectly. Ryan totally believes it. His parents just wrote another check for 10 grand. What is this? Ryan's mother demanded. Bank statements showing where your treatment money went. Prada, Gucci, and wedding deposits. Photos of Vanessa partying on days she claimed to be in chemo. And receipts from the special effects makeup artist who created her cancer symptoms. Vanessa lunged at me. You jealous bitch! There is no Dr. Marcus, no treatments, no cancer, ever. Ryan's father pulled out his checkbook. We paid $30,000. That's called fraud, I explained. The police and DA are waiting outside. Ryan turned to Vanessa, shocked. Tell me this isn't true. She's lying. She's always been jealous. Jenna stood up. I was her roommate. I watched her plan the whole thing. The chaos was spectacular. Ryan's parents demanded their money back. My parents looked devastated. Vanessa tried to flee, but was stopped by police officers outside. 6 months later, Vanessa was serving time for fraud and facing multiple lawsuits. Ryan lost his job at the law firm. Senior partners don't appreciate associates involved in fraud. He's tried to apologize. I've blocked his number. Alex and I have been dating. My parents are trying to rebuild our relationship, though I keep them at a distance. Any regrets? Sophia asked over coffee last week. Not a single one. Some people mistake kindness for weakness. I needed to show them I'm not weak. To Vanessa and Ryan? I smiled. No, to myself. What would you have done in Amelia's position? Would you have exposed Vanessa and Ryan publicly at their wedding, or would you have chosen a different path for revenge? Or would you have walked away completely? Some might say the public humiliation was justified after such a devastating betrayal, while others might think a private confrontation would have been more appropriate. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Would you ever be able to forgive family members who betrayed you this deeply? Or do some actions cross a line that can never be uncrossed? If you enjoyed this revenge story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling stories like this one. Your support helps our channel grow, and we'd love to hear your perspective.